the crazy family. So I've been struggling.
She's been struggling.
So we used to live in a little small town called St. John's, and when we lived there, we had quite a bit of land, but we always struggled with yard work. And I tried hiring a landscaper, but there was none there, and it was difficult, and we tried our best. But then we moved down to the valley, and we were in a house that had like no maintenance in the yard, and it was really nice, and it was a very low maintenance yard. But you guys know we wanted land and we wanted a bigger space, so we just moved a year ago, and we are now on an acre of land. And the yard work is...
It's difficult to keep up on.
We're trying our best, but you know, I'm busy and busy schedules, and I have kids doing this and this doing this and all of that. I don't have time to like mow the lawn. It's like last on our list, and I know the kids could get out and mow the lawn too, and I get that, but they are also busy. And so I have been looking for a solution, and I'm like, what would be easiest? And my new best friend is here. My dream. So I've actually been testing it out, but I want to show you guys because I'm so excited about it. Okay, it's charging right now, but look. I want to show you the difference. So I got it all set up yesterday. It's called the Navimow, and I had it do that side of the yard, and I have not set it up. So basically you set up different zones in your yard, and then it's just a robotic lawnmower. Yay! So you can put it on schedules where it can just go and do its thing. It's hands off, cord free, boundary free. Like, it's just so amazing. So, okay, I want to show you the difference in the grass. Well, don't judge my grass. It's a mixture of weeds and grass, but don't judge it. Okay, but you can see how this is like all long and needs some love. But come to this side of the grass, and look, it's all cut and nice and perfect. And I saw it out here. So our yard is pretty big. So it got part of it done, and then it went and charged itself, and then I saw it out doing its job in the morning, and I didn't even have to remind it. It just did its thing. It was, we love you, little Navimow. Okay, we're gonna set up zone 2, so I'm gonna take it to the other part of the yard, and we're gonna let it do its thing. They're really dancing because they don't.
We're so excited for the Navimow.
You guys are just excited because you don't have to mow the lawn anymore. Okay, so I'm setting up the second zone. The cool thing is it's all done on your phone, and I have a little map you can see. It mowed 86% of it so far. I still have a little back section.
Wait, is that the length of the grass?
Yeah, you can turn it to whichever length.
That's sick.
Oh, we have irrigation at our house, so I feel like all of our yards kind of like slope in. And so because it has that slope, I was really worried about that, but no, it can go up to a 45-degree slope, which is really cool. Okay, so I am mapping it out right now. You can look over here and see. I have a little remote control that I'm doing a rough mapping, and then it'll do an automatic if you have like clean lines. Otherwise you could do it manually, and if you don't have like a clean, line to work with. So when I heard about a lawnmower that literally does it for itself, no wires, no boundaries, no babysitting, we honestly were really skeptical. But we've been testing this, and I think this might actually be a game changer. This is the Segway Navimow i210 AWD, a robotic lawnmower designed for real-life yards, especially mid to small lawns like ours. The new product is currently available for pre-order on the official website. Get it as soon as possible. So here it is. It's the Navimow i series, and I love that it's all-wheel drive. So it has a third wheel, so it helps with stability and everything. And because my yard isn't perfectly flat, this is one of the few lawnmowers that can do really, really well on uneven ground. And it doesn't like rip the grass. Like, it's very smooth with it, which is absolutely amazing. It also has upgraded NRTK and vision navigation. So literally you just drop it into your yard and it learns your yard. Like, it just goes and it does mapping on its own, which is amazing. Or you could do mapping it yourself. And it did absolutely amazing. It's still going. It has a little part left, but it was so easy to set up and so easy to navigate. One of my other concerns are just like big things about lawnmowers in general is they kind of scare me, like with kids and dogs and everybody running around all the time. But this has where it has a camera on it, so it avoids obstacles. It'll stop if like a child runs into it or a dog runs into it. Like watch, I gotta stand in front of it. And look, it'll turn and just avoid me altogether. So that is one of my favorite features. Also, the battery lasts so long. And again, when it's starting to run out, it'll go dock itself, charge itself on its own, and then continue its job.
Charging starts.
Okay, it is all finished. Look how good it did. Okay, it is all finished and it did so good. The yard looks amazing. It was so nice too. Like, I got to sit out and I was just watching it because it's kind of fun to sit and watch, to be honest. And it's not like really loud. Like for a normal lawnmower, you know, it's like, ah! No, this one's not. It just like quietly cuts and does its thing. And I feel like the weather has been so nice that it's just like so peaceful outside right now. I don't know. I'm really loving it. While the Navimow is doing its thing, I thought I would take a second and kind of update you all on the house and our plans and kind of what we're doing. We are still kind of in that like limbo age or limbo time of it. I don't know. Okay, wait, let me explain. So, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we found our dream home and I absolutely love it and I want the home every day and I check to make sure that no one has bought it literally every morning when I wake up. I know but we wanted to wait till after the holidays and things settled down and everything with that. And so we are preparing, or we were starting to prepare our house to put it on the market. And I was talking to our lender. And he was like, why don't you just rent out your current home and refinance it and take the money out for like that we would need to buy the new home and then rent our current home. And so when some of our kids heard that, Hallie, Lucas, Bella, Hannah, they were all like, yeah, we'll totally rent it. Like we'll each rent a room and it would be kind of cool because they would all get to live together. And so they were kind of excited about that. But then this morning I talked to the lender again and he was running all the numbers and he's like, I just don't know if the numbers quite make sense. So we're kind of in between. It would be nice not to have to sell this house and be able to have both. But at the same time, it could be stressful doing something like that, especially if like a couple of the kids are like gonna move out or I don't, you know, and then we have to cover extra of the mortgage. And I don't know, having two mortgages kind of scares me, but I do like the idea of having, we used to have a lot of rental properties, but now actually right now we don't have any rental properties. So it would be nice to start building that back up again. So we're kind of just going back and forth and we're going to make a decision in the next like week or two on, are we going to sell this house? And or are we going to keep this house? Are we going to buy the other house? Like, what are we doing? So we're just trying to make all the numbers make sense and make sure that financially we're making the right decision for our family. And then there's also a big part of me that's just like, let's just stay here and make it more of what we love. I don't know. I will say having the new mower does bring me joy in this house. So that's something. Now instead of out mowing the lawn, we had more time to spend with the kids and do other activities, help with homework, all of that instead of worrying about mowing. Look. Ready? If you've been curious about a robotic mower, this one, or like aren't sure if it would work for your yard or anything like that, this is one of the best ones I have found on the market. I will link the Segway Navimow i2 down in the description, so click it and check it out because I absolutely love it.